Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good night. Tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Series 8 Man Thing. This is a figure I've been wanting to do a review on for a little bit of time. So I'll just do a quick little 360 and then we'll check out the details. Alright guys, so first off we'll just go ahead and go off with the head sculpt. I just think this looks really cool. Man Thing's always been kind of interesting to me, so getting a figure of him was really cool. You know, this is a pretty old figure and he's not too badly priced. But anyways, going over the sculpt, I just really like all the coloring, like the paint, deco, and all the sculpting details on Man Thing. I think it looks just great. Looking over his face, you can see those bright red eyes and just kind of that mosky look. You can't really see, like, you know, it's just kind of, it's interesting how his face looks because it's so bizarre to me. But it's got like these, I don't even know. I guess it's kind of like horns kind of grown over his face. You can see more pitting and moss kind of grown onto them. Very cool. And they're not really pliable. And then underneath here, like where his mouth is, but you can't see his mouth. It's just kind of like this grassy, you know, kind of swamp thing look. It's really cool. And on the top of his head, he's got all these like boilers and bumps and all this mossy grass, but it's all nicely sculpted, even on his neck, side of his head. Just looks really interesting. And then going over the top, you can see more just leaves, and it's got mixes of darker greens and lighter greens, just kind of give it those kind of grassy, foresty swamp look. We'll go ahead and go to the back. The back's got like these sticks sticking out that are, you know, busted and broken, splintered off. Really cool looking. And these are definitely more pliable. You can see these are more, firm. These tall, longer ones are a lot more pliable, but it's really an interesting sculpt. It's really cool. Turned out great. You can see more of those boilers, and it's just really, it's weird. I don't know what else to say. Let's see. On the stomach, it's got more of just that grassy moss look, but it's all nicely sculpted. All the joints are nicely sculpted. It's got great, again, that darker and lighter green paint along with the browns just kind of really makes the whole sculpt pop. Going over the arms, he's got more of those boilers. You can see kind of vines and moss more going down his forearms, and you know, you can see more on his elbows. But he's got more grass kind of on his forearms. His hands are really cool. They've got these long nails, and it's just kind of more of the darker and lighter greens. Same thing with this arm. You can see more of the vines kind of going around. Some more of the grass. It's really cool. Really cool. I really like how he looks. Then going down, he's got like a little loincloth, but it's all grass, very pliable. Then continues down his legs. He just reminds me of Swamp Thing. Got more vines and grass and moss. It just continues all that nicely. It's all nicely sculpted. Great amount of detail, tons of paint. Just really makes, you can see more of the longer vines just wrapped around the back of his leg. And some more of that grass kind of flowing down. Very cool. Really cool. All right, so go ahead and go over the articulation of Man Thing. The head looks side to side, looks up it looks up pretty high. He looks down very well. It's got ball joints in the shoulders. They move out and down, back and forth. He's got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. No forearm articulation, but he does have wrist articulation and a hinge at the wrist. His thumb will slide side to side. He also has that hand clamp, so you can have a closed hand pretty much, which is cool. It's got a nice ab crunch. Crunches forward that much, and it's all continues to sculpt. Crunches back, the sculpt continues, which is nice. It's got a waist swivel. It's got ball joints in the legs, so they can kick forward, about that much, down and to the side. Side very well. He's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He's got boot rotation, which is awesome. That's a nice little cut in there. It's kind of hidden. His ankles move down. They move up a little bit. He's got a slight ankle rocker, and he's got a huge amount of toe articulation, or mid-foot articulation. I don't know if that's toes. And he does have pegals at the bottom of his feet. All right, I'll show you guys how tall Man Thing is. All right, guys, so Man Thing stands right at about 7, I would say, just right at 7 inches. So he's a nice tall figure. And I'll show you guys him. A lot of people say he shares a lot of parts with Toy Biz Sasquatch. So I'll go ahead and bring in the variant here. And you can see there really isn't any shared pieces. I mean, the variant Sasquatch towers over Man-Thing. And you can kind of see the legs where they're similar, or you can see why people thought the way the sculpt is, but there's no way there's any shared parts. Maybe these, no, not even the upper thighs. But yeah, there's no way there's any shared parts with these guys. Not even the hands, not the forearms, nothing. So they do look similar just because the way the grass probably looks on Man-Thing, but once you get them next to each other, you can definitely see there's no difference. It's kind of crazy how big Sasquatch is compared to Man-Thing. Didn't really realize that. But there you go, guys. That's my quick little review of Man-Thing. Hope you guys liked it. Please leave a comment and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.